Alright, what's up everybody? My name is Zelkenon. Welcome to another episode of Smite Super Builds. Now today we have Osiris yet again. Like I said before in the last video, I was going to do a damage build and also somebody asked for it, of course. But yeah, damage build, and let's go with the items. So, actives. This is, of course, if you're not, jungling as Osiris for whatever reason. Be going with Sprint and Greater Purification Meats. These two actives allow you to quickly get away of any situation, since Osiris has no real escape unless if you want to use your ulti. But yes, if you were jungling, they have right here for the starter items. So when you very first start, you get Bumba's Mask, Hand of Gods, tier 1. I would not get these potions. The meta is going with the physical might. That way you have more power. So that is the meta for that. If you want to start with that, then after you get those items, you can go on with the rest of your build. But besides the fact, let's go on with the items itself. We got Warrior Tabby. Since we don't have to worry about cooldowns too much, Osiris's cooldowns is really pretty short here. We got 5 seconds on his 1, 10 for his 2, 18 for his 3, which is, it's kind of iffy. And of course, the basic 90 seconds for his ulti. But if you're not fighting any tanks or whatnot, you may not want physical penetration boots. You may rather have Ninja Tabby. It's really up to you on what you want to do with your boots. Next, we're going to go Shin Size. Shin Size on Osiris is ridiculously OP. Not really. It's really strong, I want to say OP. But between the attack speed and the power, but mainly the passive lets you tear down any tank for sure, or any body. Just having that passive and this amount of attack speed really lets you get a lot of DPS in with this build. Next, for Shifter Shield, bring up the fact that we do not have any escapes with our abilities. We do need to have some type of protection, but we do want power, don't we, with this build? So Shifter Shield is the way to go. A little pricey, but as long as you're above the 50% health threshold, you will have 60 physical power. The highest physical power you can have on one item is the strongest in that case. But once you do drop down 50%, you will gain plus 20 protections for both physical and magical, on top of the 15 for both physical and magical protection. This makes you a little bit more tankier and easier to escape. You won't have that hard time of just getting bursted down to shreds. Next, Executioner for the attack speed and the passive mainly. With this passive, you can tear down any somewhat tanky god, but to bring up, all gods have a physical defense scaling, so everybody will have physical defense, so it doesn't hurt to have penetration, even against if you're fighting no tanks. It allows you to get closer to true damage, overall helping your DPS by quite a bit. Finally, the Wombo combo here, the Rage and Deathbringer. That grants you a lot of attack speed in combo with mainly crits. Crits is the you have to have crit items if you want really high basic attacks. Now, if you do not rely on basic attacks for any of your characters, you may want to go just pure power. Not so much attack speed and crit, but just pure power. Hydra's Laminate has 50 power on it. You can still get Deathbringer plus 50 power. Shifter Shield will 60 as long as you're above 50% threshold. That right there, that's a lot of power. Stack items, in the end, they will give you a lot of power. So those are some just key tips if you want to go straight ability to power, ideally. Like Fenrir, if you just want to rely on your 3 and just use your 3 on everybody, fine. Just go more heavily power and less basic attacks with, crit and attack speed. Totally up to you on how you want to build your god. This is just some tips and pointers and just a build that I happen to use. So, we have 220 physical power, that's quite a bit, with this amount of attack speed, which is 1.97, and 90 physical defense, not too bad, 63 magical defense, not too bad at all. Since he has a warrior, he has a halfway decent HP scaling, but out of all the warriors, sadly has the lowest HP scaling, which is plus 80 every level, and he starts at about like 401-ish, or 410, one of those. So, some basic testing. I'm really tired. With the basic attacks. Here you can see how much basic attacks he would do if he did not get pushed away. He does have a 4-hit progression. So, if you get Golden Bow, you're gonna be clearing minions really fast. So if you want to be, a lot of minion clearing for jungling, help you out getting golden bow and jungling, or if you're playing siege, getting golden bow would be really nice. You can clear minions incredibly fast by going under the crit, hidden dagger, top right, golden dagger, passive. All basic attacks will also hit enemies with the 15-foot radius of the target for 50% of the damage. Nice. Also offering health and crit and power. So that is a recommended item if you want to clear minions like nobody has ever seen. Now you may be wondering, yeah, you could use some lifesteal. Yes, you could. If you want lifesteal, if you want a more heavily sustained and not be like a get in, get out type of guy or whatever, or if if you're riding solo for whatever reason, if I can speak right now. For lifesteal, I would definitely pick up Bloodforge. For this amount of attack speed, Bloodforge should be excellent. I would probably use that to replace Shifter Shield. I would not want to replace any other attack speed items. Shifter Shield. Since this is our sustained slot or item holder or whatever you want to call it, I'll replace it with Shifter Shield if you want lifesteal. I'll again pick up Bloodforge. Kind of pricey, but that's a lot of power that would easily replace the power on the Shifter Shield, and also giving you a crap load of lifesteal. So those are up to you. More protection or lifesteal, up to you. Okay, so next we're gonna test out some ability damage. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 200. 2, about 300. This awkward 3. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Does nothing. Surprise. Okay. And ulti, of course, not too bad. Not too bad. His ulti did get nerfed from when they announced him, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go take a nap. Peace.